Hello again, this is Taylor Tourette Swift with this week's news, February 18, 2018. In a tragic event down in Parkland, Florida at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, a former student who had been expelled, Nicholas Cruz, opened fire with an AR-15 he purchased a year ago at the age of 18. Cruz has a history of mental instability, causing an investigation by Florida State Office last year, which surmised that Cruz was just a low-level threat. The FBI's local field office in Miami was also called to look into Cruz's erratic behavior and worship of guns, but the lead was not followed up on. 17 students and faculty were gunned down, and more than a dozen others were hospitalized due to the maniac's rampage. NRA patsies Marco Rubio, Rick Scott, Inhuman, Blood Money! Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein presented the latest indictments by Special Counsel Robert Mueller. This time 13 Russians and 3 Russian companies who infiltrated our election process in 2016. The 37-page indictment detailed the activities of the criminals, which dates back to 2014, and implicates only one American, Richard Pinedo, who assisted the Russians in stealing American identities and committing bank and wire fraud. No Trump campaign associates have been named yet for wittingly colluding with Russia to influence and betray our democracy. It's coming! You can run, but you can't hide! Donald Trump Jr.'s wife, Vanessa Trump Jr., opened an envelope addressed to her and her husband at their New York City home, only to find a mysterious white powder inside. She and 2 others were rushed to the hospital for precautionary measures. Thankfully, the powder turned out to be harmless cornstarch. Dance with the devil! Belong to the devil! Just a thickening agent! White House Chief of Staff General John Kelly has decided to revamp the security clearance procedure at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue due to the fiasco last week surrounding alleged wife-beater Staff Secretary Rob Porter. Apparently, there are 130 members of staff personnel who have not received official clearance yet. Among these are White House counsel Don McGahn, the president's daughter Ivanka, and her husband Jared, who reads the president's top-secret daily briefings for the commander-in-chief, who apparently doesn't like to read. At least not more than 140 to 280 characters at a time. No pictures! Can't follow! Get rid of this guy already! Finally, Congress continues to disagree on a new immigration bill. As the deadline approaches March 7th for the deadline of the temporary extension for Dreamers before they are subject to deportation. Republicans continue to stand behind the president limiting legal immigration by eliminating what they call chain migration and the visa lottery program, while Democrats are willing to provide exorbitant spending to help secure the southern border and a wall extension in exchange for a long-term DACA resolution, leading to eventual U.S. citizenship for the Dreamers. Meanwhile, ICE remains steadfast in its efforts to deport immigrants and break up their families who are contributing members of society and taxpayers, not gang members or criminals. Not a racist! Where's the Canada fence? We're all immigrants! Statue of Liberty! Land of Opportunity! And the president still has not enforced the mandated Russian sanctions due January 27th for meddling in our 2016 election. All this happened just this week.